Are you ready to stand out in your application? Then we are going to talk about it in this video. Welcome back. My name is Jasper, and today we are going to talk about how you can stand out in your application or when you're applying for a job. So, in the majority of the job posts, you can most certainly find either a phone number or an email for a contact person that you can ask questions. And this is key for us because to stand out, we want to do some, or I can say, pre-work before we are actually sending our resume and cover letter. So what we are going to do is we are actually going to ask a few questions. So you want to ask two, three questions about the company and the position. Because when you have got the answers, then you might be able to use it in your cover letter. And so you can use it kind of in the motivation part where you are mentioning that you talk with X person on email and da 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 da. And that makes you kind of more interested in position, company, blah blah blah. But you can also use it to, like, okay, what of the tasks they have mentioned in the job post, which one should you focus on? You can use it in that way too. So you basically just get your cover letter exactly tailored to the job post. So you will be the perfect candidate for them. So before I tell you which question you can kind of ask, let me tell you a story because actually a few days ago, I think, yeah, 2 days ago, my roommate, he was going to apply for a new job where he had to update his resume, start writing a cover letter again, updating everything, and go through it all. Find just find the resume he had been used, and he was like, "This is a bit frustrating. There's no deadline for when they want my resume. So so I don't know how fast I had to write this because I need a lot of things to do on it." So I told him, there's probably an email on the job post. So you send them an email asking for the deadline, but you also add two more questions. So it's not only about that. So you just ask about, like, you can ask about like the position, like which task will have the will you spend the majority of your time on. Then he could ask, like, so what are the top three, the three most important qualification they are looking for of the ones that are mentioned. And he ended up with something like, okay, how much time do you think that I will spend on calling leads? How much time are you expecting to do meetings? And actually, what ended up happening that you want to, and is why we are doing it, is the day after he got an email with like 5 time slots that, hey, we want to invite you to a quick introduction meeting just to see each other out, to ask a few questions. And then he hadn't even sent a resume yet, and he's already got the foot in the door. So bear in mind, of course, they still want to see his resume, so he still need to send it and answer him to choose a time slot. But that's kind of basically how easy it is to stand out. Like, you get so many opportunities, and I actually saw one who even got denied on his when he applied, and he actually saw they had posted new, so he asking, "Hey, I might be able to fit in this one, this new position, blah blah." So it's basically just about taking a chance. Like you want to take the chance, ask, show interest, because like companies really like that. They want people who take action, show interest. That's the one you want to work for your company, because they also create the culture in the company, and it's nice people to have. But that's the kind of golden point about this. Like the reason behind asking questions or send questions before you even send your application is basically just that you want to get that interview. It doesn't matter if it's kind of this 30-minute introduction where they just want to see people out. You just want the foot in the door, because that's a huge thing. Like if you get the foot in the door and you have not sent your application, then like you already have there. Like then you just need to show up, boom, and start talking in the job interview. So the question you can ask, as I actually have mentioned, is like which task will kind of be the primary, like in terms of which task you want to, you are going to spend the most time on. What qualifications do your coming colleagues have, and it can be what is the most important qualification to succeed in the role. You can also ask to the culture in the company, because usually they say you can be part of this fantastic team and culture we have. It doesn't say a lot, so you can ask more questions into that. So you also have some social aspect to it, but don't ask for any Friday activities, what they are doing there, because it doesn't fucking matter. It has to be relevant to the job position. Otherwise, it does not matter to ask. But then, so each time you see a job post, try to come up with three questions. Even though like you kind of know, okay, it's about this, just try to make some questions and just ask. It doesn't, like if you know exactly what they mean, like they're looking for this qualification doesn't really matter. Still, just ask questions, because it shows interest, and it's way easier to get the job. That's how I got the job. Not a lot of people are doing it because they don't want to. They just send the application, but it's a game, and in the game we want to win. And if we want to win, we have to do the extra thing that nobody else wants to do. So that's what we are going to do. And with that said, because we are winners, we hit the thumbs up, we hit the subscribe button, and then we see each other next time in the next video. I'm Jasper, I'm out.